We've got to pay our respects to the legend.
Never lost his roots, never forgot his accent, he never ditched Birmingham. He was still a Brummie through and through.
He just wanted to be back home, didn't he?
He wanted to come back home, I think.
And he's left a legacy.
It's just sad to feel like an absolute god of rock is gone. But it's also beautiful seeing how quickly Birmingham turned up to support.
Hopefully a huge contribution to Birmingham and the music scene. We were saying it's so nice that his last act was donating all the money from the gig to the local charities. And yeah, we were saying that we hope that it does more for the local Birmingham scene. Reopening stuff like The Crown, the pub where Sabbath started, would be an amazing legacy. So we hope that's it.
I can't stress how detrimental it is what Black Sabbath was to the alternative community. Pioneering metal alone. Then they had bands but they influenced Sleep, Electric Wizard and whatnot. And it's absolutely phenomenal what they've done.
Train bound for nowhere, lit up with coming home. Time's gone by.
Excuse me.
Get down. Michael, get out of the way, damn you. Move. Dude, what? That was a get down, man. Get down. Move. Move. Do that again. Move.
I had to hold myself back from crying because Black Sabbath is, they're like my band. They were, I've been listening to them most of my life. So that's, I connected with them when I was probably 12 or 13 years old. In your face, you couldn't ignore it. It was just cool. They were cool. They inspired a whole generation to. That's what I'm saying. Hey, I can do this, and an entire generation did. Look at the '80s.
US versions still sound pretty good. And Kevin Gray is probably the best cutting engineer in the world. Cut these versions. You know, as far as Sabbath records go, these Rhino hi-fis are really the way to go. They're really, I'm just looking at them right now because they're such beautifully put together records.
You know, I saw it coming because he'd been sick for a few years now, but didn't make it any easier. You know, it's funny when people you admire but don't know pass away, but you feel really sad about it. Me in particular, because Ozzy's work, especially his stuff with Black Sabbath, meant a lot to me, and he was a huge influence on me personally, and the way I live. Maybe some elements more than others, but you know, yeah, it was really sad.
Oh, not super surprised, but certainly sad. I mean, he's beloved. We all love him. He's a true legend. It's been important for the entirety of my life. I was thinking actually an hour ago or so about how someone like that so many of us get into at such a young age and then never outgrow, you know, so he's just there with you. Like so many Ozzy memories. It's sad. It's a loss.
I was actually at the doctor's and I actually started tearing up because he got me through a lot of stuff in my life, and you know, ever since I was in high school I really loved his music and got into him, and you know, and yeah, it was really sad. You know, he's a great family man, you know, so it was sad. Their music, it was just like in your face. They didn't care, you know, and when you're a young kid in high school, that's, you know, how you feel. Like you don't care what anybody thinks. You're trying to find yourself, and I feel like he was a big part of helping not just me, but a whole culture find themselves, you know.